So welcome everybody. I now have a camera which means that you can see my lovely face throughout the recordings now. So that might make it a bit more layered for some people and a bit easier for some people to follow if they prefer to have someone to focus on. And yeah, so it's been a while since I've worked with the camera, since the first few videos, so I'll just allow that adjustment to naturally happen over the videos. This might just be a general discussion today, just to get back after the general hiatus that I've had on the videos. What is coming up right now is potentially talking about presence and the need to find presence at the moment, which can sound quite obvious, and I know that being in the present moment is quite often what comes up in some of the channel recordings that I do, but I think if you can allow yourself the space to try and get into the moment more, and just allow yourself to kind of sit with what feelings are coming up, what emotions are there, and just allowing yourself to kind of be a witness to it all. I think that's really important, not only at the moment but in general. It kind of allows us to step into that greater space of ourselves and really kind of explore what it means to be us as individuals, and it allows us to kind of just take in more of what we really don't even see within the natural world, or everything that we understand within our own lives. There's always a lot more that we don't necessarily see, that when we allow ourselves to slow down and become more in the present moment, we can really start to appreciate what is around us. Yeah. So, yeah, how can we get more into the present moment? I think it's really a journey for everyone, and it can also mean a lot of different things to different people, how we engage ourselves within the present, and just as we are all unique expressions, we have unique ways in which we want to engage with the world, and that means that how we are relating to our environment changes as well. So, for example, it might be easy for some people to engage with a meditative process, which helps them focus in, helps them kind of get back to the present, if you will, whilst for some people it might work in different ways. It might be more of a an instructional process, so going through a set of steps and kind of having more of that visual element or understanding the process behind how to let go, really, because that's what we're doing. We're we're engaging ourselves to the point of allowing us to let go, and then through that we can find ourselves living more in the present moment. And it's something which you might find yourself having this experience where you are kind of in the present moment, where your awareness is just experiencing, and it can bring a lot of different feelings towards you, and essentially this is allowing what is, the energy to flow, like love energy, creative energy, and it's understanding that once you kind of get into that space, it's not like you will suddenly be able to engage with it. Yeah, that you won't be able to engage with it on a constant level, because it's something which, unfortunately, our egos take over. Our we get wrapped back up into our stories quite quickly. So how we focus on staying within the present moment is just allowing ourselves the time to bring that awareness in, and not judging ourselves if we fall back into old patterns, if we don't allow ourselves that time and that space. It's all part of the process of how we're kind of unpacking things. And but when we do fall back into that kind of, into our stories, into our lives, then it's just, as soon as we have that awareness and we notice that that's what's happening, then just kind of go through the process of registering that awareness. Understand that that awareness is another step towards bringing us back to the present moment. And we can kind of, the more we engage with that process, the more we kind of clock when we're going back into our own stories, and the more we kind of see ourselves going with that energetic flow, and we notice a lot more, not only about our external world, but our internal world, and I hate to say who we are, but our own perceptions then start to change, and we start to reevaluate things. Sorry, there's a lovely butterfly. We start to reevaluate things which might have held great sway over, who we believed we were, how we got on with our lives, and suddenly things that didn't seem that big beforehand suddenly have a lot more expression to them. They have a lot more life, and some of the big things that we used to care about, we suddenly realize how nonsensical they are, how not pointless they are, but how much point we gave them when, looking back, it was really not necessary for us to give that emphasis on those different aspects of our lives which don't make up who we truly are. the more we can kind of sit within the present moment, the more we can understand who we are. I know I've just mentioned that, but it truly does give us that allowance to break through into the different realms of reality that we're kind of limiting ourselves to. We can really explore our, multi-dimensional selves. We can pick up more on our extrasensory gifts. Yeah, it's just it's a settled roller coaster waiting to kind of start, really. And yeah, just allowing the energy to flow will give us more guidance throughout our lives. So I won't go on any longer, because I think that's a good introductory video to the videoing process. Yeah. So just enjoy yourselves throughout the process of what is our own experience. If you can spend 5 minutes a day trying to look for the awareness behind the eyes, behind our own expressions, and just try and sit with that, and just explore it, or allow it to explore you, I should say, inside and outside. So thank you very much for watching, if you made it this far, and yeah, until the next video. Woo! So I see you. Namaste.